Hey guys, this is Carlos. I'm a sports specialist in physical therapy and a strength and conditioning specialist, and I've been playing fantasy football for over 20 years. The first person I'd like to talk about is Tony Pollard. I've actually am very excited on his recovery, more specifically because if you don't recall, he did suffer a fracture to his fibula, which is the outside bone to the lower leg, and then also had a high ankle sprain that caused a grade 3 sprain in there. So some tearing of we call the syndesmotic ligaments. These are ligaments that live right inside the tibia and the fibula. And so he did have a surgical procedure in January. This surgical procedure was called the tightrope procedure. This is a more novel approach to this type of injury itself and surgical procedure. What they do is they actually take two we call endo buttons and they push them into the bones themselves, and then they have a non-absorbing kind of suture that goes right in between, and they kind of fixate them, or they tighten them up to bring those two end bones together. And so when you're dealing with the high level activities such as an NFL running back, more specifically for Pollard, who's now going to become that running back one for the Dallas Cowboys, he's going to be required to do a lot. But with most rehabilitations that I've worked with athletes themselves and returning them to that sort of status, is we've seen anywhere between a 3 to 5 month recovery. And so we have not heard any reports of any setbacks. He is speeding up his actual intensity and his practice ability and practice capacity. Training camp is right around the corner. Practice is right around the corner. So we're going to get some really good evidence of his ramp up periods and how he's doing. I don't anticipate any reserves or limitations or restrictions for week one. I highly anticipate him being ready for week one. I highly anticipate that he is going to have a very good season coming up, more specifically for the opportunity in which he has. Right now, he's going anywhere as high as early as second round and maybe bleeding into the late second round, early third. But I think he's going in there according to his actual value. I don't anticipate this injury to be any type of restriction for him, and I think that you can have full confidence in picking with him as early in the second round for this individual, considering that he's coming back from this type of injury.